Welcome to Drawsh Studio. Today we're going to learn about the Erector Spinae muscles. Let's get started. The Erector Spinae are a very complex group of muscles that run up the length of our back, but they are most visible towards the bottom. This group is also commonly referred to as the sacrospinalis, and it is one of the few muscle groups that have two common names. The origins and insertions of this group are complex. It originates around the back of the iliac crest, down the sacrum, and up the lumbar spine. It has insertion points attaching to the protrusions of the spine, as well as along each rib and into the cervical vertebra. You should note that this group varies significantly between different anatomy sources. There are many complex deep muscles in the back, and some sources will include more or less of them into the Erector Spinae group. That said, the complexity of those muscles are almost totally hidden by the trapezius, rhomboid, and latissimus muscles, and aren't seen from the surface. What we will see is the major form of the Erector Spinae, which are two cylindrical shapes on either side of the lumbar vertebra. These act like columns holding up the mass of the rib cage. The columns are thicker and rounder along the lumbar spine, and thinner or shallower towards the rib cage. If the figure is developed, you may see two distinct sections of the Erector Spinae. A smaller column along the lumbar, which we call the medial portion, and a rounded section higher called the lateral portion. One of the main functions of the Erector Spinae is to act as a stabilizer and support our trunk. They act like massive columns that hold up the mass of our rib cage, especially since we walk upright. The other function is to straighten the spine. If the abs bend the rib cage forward, then the Erector Spinae will contract to straighten and extend the spine. The name of the group actually tells us the function here. Erect means to straighten, and spinae refers to the spine. And the alternate name, sacrospinalis, gives us the location, from the sacrum up the spine. If the Erector Spinae muscles continue to contract, they will pull on the ribcage more and arch our back. Because it is so complex and has so many attachments, if specific sections of the muscle contract, they will aid in flexing or bending the ribcage to the side. Now let's find the Erector Spinae from the surface. First, we need to find the bony landmarks so we can know where the muscles are attaching. The line of the spine is clearly shown in the furrow, created in large part by the Erector Spinae, and the V shape here is the sacrum. The highlights here, and the shadows here and here show us the massive column shapes of the Erector Spinae, and they are thicker towards the bottom and thinner the higher up they go. But we can get more specific. Notice there's a difference here, with a thinner column shape and then a bulge out to a rounder section. The thinner shape near the spine is the medial Erector Spinae group, and the bulge out is the lateral Erector Spinae group. Remember, this whole group is covered over by the trapezius, rhomboids, and latissimus. The upper section is totally hidden, but the latissimus is a thin muscle, so it shows the basic column form underneath. This three-quarter view really shows the volume of these columns, stabilizing and keeping the torso erect. The Erector Spinae look complex, but are actually pretty simple from the surface. Remember all of these points when drawing. Spend lots of time finding the anatomy on the surface of your reference, and draw from observation and memory to help you learn. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to go to drawsh.com for more information on these topics and many more. If you want to see more videos like this, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.